Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to do a video of my top 10 favorite Steelbooks of 2018. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over Twitter at Movie Guy 365. 2018 is coming to an end, and we've had a great year for Blu Ray and 4K, but we've also had an equally great year for the Blu Ray and 4K Steelbooks that come usually from, retailers like Best Buy. Occasionally Target will put one out. Overseas, you get things like Zavi put out the Steelbooks as well. And for us collectors, we like to go that little extra mile and just add a little panache to our collection. And it scratches that itch of collecting things. So I chose the top 10 of 4K and Blu-ray discs that I feel were my favorites. Now, keep in mind two things. One, that this is a very subjective list. This is a list of my personal favorites. Everybody is different, and everybody's going to have their own personal preference on what looks good, what doesn't look good. So just keep that in mind. This is my personal list. This is what I feel looks the best in 2018. Now, as far as the movie itself, this is not a list based on the quality of the movie. In fact, there's one movie on here that I downright don't like the movie. I got it because I thought it was a gorgeous looking steelbook. And, a little nudge from, the girlfriend over here that, it was a nice, I felt that it was a very nice looking steelbook, and it's worthy of inclusion in this list. And I think you'll know it when you see it. But anyway, this is my personal list. So just keep that in mind. This is not judging the quality of the movie in any way, shape, or form. The top 10 is just based on what I think is the best looking steelbook. So let's keep that in mind, and we're going to start with my number 10, and that is the original Wreck-It Ralph. I like this steelbook a lot. In fact, this is one that I almost skipped on because when they showed the artwork, they didn't show the complete artwork. I love the control arcade setting of this particular book, and of course you have the back end. I think, it's a gorgeous looking disc to begin with, but yeah, this made my number 10. I love Wreck-It Ralph as a movie, but I think the steelbook is actually very underappreciated. I still see it in stores. I think this is a very, a good movie, and also an excellent steelbook. So Wreck-It Ralph is my number 10. So going back briefly to what I mentioned, I don't like this movie. I really don't. But I like the steelbook, and we as collectors, and especially of the physical media like 4K and Blu-ray, have been known to buy stuff for weird reasons. And this one I bought purely because I liked the steelbook. I thought it was gorgeous. So don't judge me, but 50 Shades Freed. I love the steelbook. I think it's gorgeous, actually, as far as the cover goes. And also you have the rear side. I think it's a good looking steelbook, honestly. The movie's trash. Obviously, this is a Lifetime movie with a bigger budget. But I think it's a very nice looking steelbook. So yeah, I felt that was worthy of putting on my personal list. Next one is one that I went back and forth on. And I love this movie, absolutely. But I feel that I think the steelbook could have been a little bit better, and it's a little just kind of plain for me, but sometimes that works. I feel like the straddle of that line. I feel that although I love the movie, the steelbook was not the best, so it's a little higher, lower on my list per se, and that is It. I absolutely love this movie. I of course was going to get the steelbook. That's the rear side cover, but yeah, It I felt was definitely on bottom of my list, but it should have been included. So I will absolutely put this in as my number 8. So next one is one that, while it came out in America, I do have the 4K edition. I felt that the 3D Blu-ray Zavi exclusive steelbook was leagues better than what we got as far as artwork. I understand it's kind of cool, the 4K version, and I still like it and I own it, but I feel the 3D version of the same movie, while I feel the disc itself needs a little bit of work as far as the color palette goes, I preferred watching it in 4K. I feel the Steelbook in this one, just the artwork is so much better. And that is the 3D edition of Incredibles 2. I absolutely love the artwork on this. There's the backside. It's a good looking Steelbook. It really is. It kind of matches the Steelbook of the 4K and Blu Ray we got here in the States of the first movie. And I didn't include that one on the list because that would have been maybe my number 13 or 12 if I was really stretching out, the list. Trying to keep it to 10, but yeah, Incredibles 2 is absolutely a beautiful looking Steelbook from overseas. Zavi did a wonderful job. Well, they didn't have really anything to do with it, but it's a great exclusive from them. I love it. It's a good looking disc. And this one came out, this one was like one of those that just made the cutoff for the year, as far as January. It came out in January, it was like early January when the Steelbook came out. I remember seeing it got mixed reactions. I love it. I think it's great looking. It's better than the cover art on the standard slipcover. And I really enjoy it. And that is Blade Runner 2049. One of my favorite movies of 2017. The disc technically came out in January, I believe it was, but I love it. I think it's a good-looking disc, or good-looking Steelbook. Wonderful movie, very underrated, but yeah, Blade Runner 2049, I absolutely love this Steelbook in this. And next, the most recent addition to the Steelbook family, and that is Sony's Venom. This one has grown on me quite a bit. I still want to get my hands on a slipcover copy because I think the slipcover art is better. But I think as far as the Steelbook goes, I love it. You have Venom spelled out in the mouth area, and this is an absolute guilty pleasure movie. It is a good looking disc, but it's also a really good looking Steelbook. I think it's definitely belongs in my collection. So yeah, Venom. I really like it. Now, this one is also a movie that the movie's not so good. I actually own two versions of it. I own the 4K, which is what I'm going to feature here as a Steelbook, but I also own the 3D. And I love the glossiness of the Steelbook, but I also really enjoy the art. It's just something, very art-like about it. It's a good looking, I know it was featured on a poster, but I enjoyed it. Skyscraper. I think it's a beautiful looking Steelbook. It is easily one of my favorites of the year. It's just a very nice color scheme, and of course you have the building of the pearl on the back. It's just, I like it. I really like it. I like this more than the actual movie. It is something I'll go back to on occasion just for dumb fun, but I think this is definitely one of my tops of 2018. This is another recent that came out this year, just like a couple months ago. I really like this artwork. It's easily just one of my favorites, definitely in my top 5, and that is The Meg. I think it's a beautiful artwork. I wish, if I had a slight complaint, I wish the shark was a little bigger, but just to kind of dwarf the, Jason Statham just standing there in the water, or floating in the water there. But I like it. You got the jaws on the back. But I really like the Steelbook on this. It was just one of those, I was like, okay, even if the movie's trash, I'm going to get the Steelbook because I really like how it looks. All right, so this one was another one. This is my number 2. I love the movie. It's another one that came out in December of last year, but the 4K and the Blu Ray all came out this year, so it counts. Something about the artwork on this just works for me. And it's a sequel. The first one's Steelbook I would have absolutely put on this list had it come out this year. It would have made my top 10 easily, probably like my number 2 or even maybe my number 1. But this one's something about the artwork. Just, it works for me. I don't know what it is. It's a little, it's a little busy, but I I still just like it a lot. And, you know, you can't really help what your eye is attracted to as far as artwork. But I really liked it. And that is Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I love the movie. It's great. I've seen it several times on 4K. And I just love the artwork. I think the Steelbook it's a good looking Steelbook. I have no problems, no complaints. Little cute back cover there. It's just, you know, it's very simple, but it's funny. But there's something about the colors on this. I don't know what it is. I just really enjoy it. I think it's a good looking Steelbook. So, and my number one, which is probably no surprise to anybody, Avengers Infinity War, but not the 4K edition. My favorite Steelbook is the 3D Zavi exclusive Steelbook. But you're saying, hey, they're the same artwork. Yes, but I love just the embossing and the emphasis on the gems of the 3D version. It's cool idea to make similar artwork, but make them different in a bigger way. And I feel the Infinity War, you know, whereas in the 4K you can see above me, it's all like gloss. It's just an all gloss. It's a beautiful looking Steelbook. But I really like how the gauntlet and the gems are just highlighted in this. It's just an amazing looking image to me. I'm very biased because I love the whole Infinity War, Avengers. I'm just the biggest fan. And so this was going to be my number one from the get-go. But I like the, if I'm comparing versions, I do like the 3D Steelbook just a little bit more, but it was enough to put it at number one on my list. But yeah, I really enjoy this one. You know, the back cover, pretty much the same as the standard 4K behind me. Yeah, this is a great addition to my collection and my absolute number one for 2018. So yeah, leave your comment below. If you were a Steelbook collector, what were your top 5 or what were your top 10? Go ahead, you know, let's talk about it. I'm a big fan of these Steelbooks. I can't wait to see what 2019, I can't wait to see what Avengers Endgame Steelbook's gonna be. I'm excited for what we're getting in the future. I think this was a solid year for the 4K format. It was a solid year for Blu Ray, but it was also for us collectors a great year for Steelbooks. So go ahead and leave your comment below what your personal top 5 or 10 are. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.